You know this place. Flat packs, meatballs, everything clean, calm, and thoroughly Scandinavian. It's built its entire identity on that for 50 years. So I genuinely wasn't prepared for this because IKEA's own design team have just said out loud that this is the new direction. Not safe, not neutral, completely rebellious by their own admission. And walking around this store, I kept asking myself one question. There's a lot to love here, but would this actually work in a home like yours or mine? IKEA are calling it Joycore, and honestly, that name tells you everything. Walk into the store and it hits you immediately. Colour you weren't expecting, shapes that feel deliberately playful, pieces that seem to have been designed to make you just stop and smile. Nothing is trying to blend in, everything is asking to be noticed. And the idea behind it, the philosophy if you like, is actually quite lovely. That maybe we've all been playing it safe for far too long, that a home doesn't have to be perfectly coordinated and quietly neutral to feel beautiful. That sometimes all it needs is one small thing, one moment of joy. IKEA have actually made this official. The Joycore collection is their big change, their new direction. In their latest style guide, they describe it as a celebration of play, bold colours, fun textures, unexpected elements. Think colour block rugs, animal print cushions, things you might not normally reach for. And here's the part that started to resonate with me. IKEA says that the best thing about Joycore is that there will be something for everyone and we'll all use their pieces in very different ways. It's going to look completely different in every home. So if you're someone like me, fairly safe palette, neutral base, that's actually the perfect starting point for adding just a little bit of colour. And if you're already working with colour, maybe it's simply about adding one more playful texture or one unexpected piece. So it's not a complete redesign, it's just permission to try one thing. Now, I'll be honest with you, standing in that store, looking at most of this collection, my first thought was, this is just not for me. My home is safe, my colour palette is safe, and honestly, I've been playing it safe for a very long time. But here's the thing that kept nagging at me. What if it doesn't have to be all or nothing? What if the whole point isn't to throw out everything you love, but just to let one small rebellious little thing in? Because you might be watching this thinking, yeah, but how on earth would any of this actually fit into my home? And that's exactly the question I set out to answer next. So I made my way down to the market hall where all the home decor pieces live, and I just started picking things up. No agenda, just what makes me smile. Now these are fuchsia pink and turquoise serving bowls, and my first thought was, absolutely not. My kitchen is cream and wood and very, very sensible. But then I thought, it's a serving bowl. It doesn't have to match anything. It just has to make you smile when you put the nibbles out for your girls' night. And honestly, this one does. And that's when I realised this whole collection is built on exactly that idea. You don't need to redesign your whole home. You just need that one thing that makes you smile. I did love these mugs from the get-go though, because the colour is soft enough that it wouldn't look out of place in most homes, but there's a texture to them that feels like it belongs in this collection. It's not trying to shout, it's just a little bit more interesting than the ones you've probably had for 10 years, and that feels like exactly the right level of rebelliousness for me. Or if pastels just aren't your thing and you prefer something a bit bolder, then how about these mugs with their simple, functional design? If, like me, you've got all white crockery, these would tie in beautifully and still give you that little pop of colour. Alternatively, how about adding a touch of bright sunshiny yellow? And like I said, does it really have to go with anything? It's a mug. Its job is to make you smile at 7 in the morning when you're having that first cup of coffee. Now, this is where I actually started to get a little bit excited because these acrylic glasses, look at those colours. And my brain immediately went garden, summer, entertaining outside. There's something about having a drink outside on a warm evening that just feels like it deserves a beautiful glass. And because they're acrylic, you don't have to worry. They can live outside. They can go in a bag. They can survive the children or the grandchildren. And did you notice the ribbing? That ribbed texture is everywhere right now in ceramics, in vases, in cushion covers. So this drinkware isn't just fun, it's actually quite on trend. It fits right into the Joycore idea, colour, texture and a little bit of personality too. And then I spotted the trays, and honestly this is the easiest win in the whole collection. A tray doesn't have to coordinate with anything, it just has to make you smile when you look at it. I'm always needing trays to cart all the bits outside in the summer, and if you want a coordination excuse, just look at the flowers in your garden because I think we can all find a tray that matches those. And these picnic baskets, I'm an absolute sucker for a pink and orange combo, and while I might not be ready yet for it in my living room, a picnic basket lives in a cupboard most of the year. It comes out for one sunny afternoon, sits on a blanket, and it's just the thing that makes everyone smile the moment you put it down. That's not redesigning your whole life, that's just letting one joyful thing have its moment. And again, at Ikea prices, that moment costs very little. I also love these little picnic sets, more pink and orange and of course budget friendly. The textiles department is just a rainbow of colour just now. Cushions in every possible hue and throws to match. To say some of the throws aren't as soft as I'd like, probably just due to the budget price point. However, this one was definitely the exception. It's a cosy knit multicolour block and it was super soft. Out of them all, that's definitely the one I'd go for. There are loads and loads of colourful print bedding options, which I definitely describe as more subtle, and they would give you that cosy country cottage feel. But there's also a gorgeous pink and orange stripe design in there too. So like I said, definitely something for everyone. Have you tried IKEA bedding? How do you find it? Let me know in the comments. I've got some on our guest bed and I think it's pretty good. You'll find quite a few really bold print cushions. They could make a striking statement in your living room, or if you're not that brave, like me, they might just be the very thing to cheer up your garden this summer. They're not specifically designed for outdoor use, but if you're anything like me here in our great British summer, we have to do that great cushion wrangle. Armfuls of the blooming things out in the morning, pack them away overnight, so it doesn't really matter if they're designed for outdoor use or not. Bathrooms aren't forgotten either. Every room in the house gets the Joycore treatment. I love these IKEA bath mats. I own a couple in boring colours, of course, but they wash and dry like a dream. I do love these colours though, that fuchsia again and the cobalt blue, and orange is back, and there's even a pink and orange bathrobe. I was really drawn to the soft continuous curves of this little pedal bin, along with its muted mint finish. I know, it's just a little pedal bin, but for some reason it spoke to me. There's a whole bathroom accessory range that has that same rounded, almost moulded like form. In one respect it's very IKEA, and yet somehow it wouldn't look out of place in a really high-end designer store. I like the simplicity of this more sagey green colour set. And then if you like things a bit more traditional, maybe for the ensuite of your country cottage style bedroom, then this would be my pick. I love these cute little Bluetooth speakers. I think they're supposed to be a mouse. Yes, a green or a purple mouse. But I just thought they captured the Joycore philosophy so well. And I think that they'd make a great little gift. Or if the mouse isn't doing it for you, then there's this style. And if you're enjoying this video and picking up a few ideas and a little inspiration along the way, I'd love for you to join me more regularly here in this little corner of YouTube. This channel is all about helping you thrive in your third chapter of life and creating a home that feels like a haven while you do it. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. How about a blue dog table lamp? I think these were probably designed for children. And again, they'd make a great gift for the littles in your life. Or you could have a giant giraffe lamp as a talking point. It might make a quirky, smile-inducing addition to your office. Just what every serious professional needs. If childish fun and colour are just a step too far, then find your Joycore in shape and texture. Again, these lampshades would not look out of place in a high-end concept store. I also spotted these. They're all solar powered and designed to be hung around your garden. Best under a pergola or a tree canopy, as they won't cope with a downpour, but they'll be fine in a sprinkle. Down in the rug department, there are a couple of notables that deserve a mention. Arguably this could fall into the neutrals category, but that block pattern is making a real statement. Then, if you've braved some of the neon cushions or throws, then this one will pair perfectly. And this one, well, it's just that pop of pink again that's peppered throughout the whole store. And it's back to the outdoors again, and honestly, this is where I think you can have the most fun with this whole idea. Because here's the thing. This is only a watering can, and I don't mean that dismissively, I mean it in the best possible way. Look at these, every shape you can think of, from those long elegant spouts to the more rounded, almost sculptural ones, and then the colours, neon yellow, bright green, the kind of shades that just instantly catch your eye. And my first thought was, well, would I really go for something that bright? But then I thought, well, why not here? Because it doesn't have to tie in with anything, it doesn't have to match or coordinate or sit perfectly in a scheme. It lives outside, it does a job. Plus, if you're like me, you're forever forgetting where you last had said watering can, and you're not going to lose this one in a hurry. Now, the ceramics department is absolutely full of this Joycore idea. Colour, shape, texture, it's all here. And this is probably one of the easiest places again to try it, because it really can be just that one piece. Maybe it's that bright orange vase with the cool shapes just sitting in the corner of your kitchen. It's just something that catches your eye and makes you smile while you're doing the dishes. Or maybe it's a bright neon vase in your hall, so that every time you walk through your front door, you just get that little lift. And again, it doesn't have to be a forever piece. That's the other thing I kept coming back to. These could just be seasonal, something you bring in for spring, maybe summer, when we all feel a little bit more open to having that colour around us. And then when you're ready for things to feel calmer again, you simply switch it out. So it's not a big decision, it's just one moment of fun exactly where you want it. Candles have been given a bit of a Joycore makeover too, some lovely pastel colours with very tactile curvy sided jars. There's a new range of tea light holders, perfect for pairing with these new lanterns. Your summer evenings in the garden sorted. While the in-store displays seem to suggest that their garden furniture is leaning towards the more subtle shades, a quick check on the website reveals the brights are definitely coming to this department too. I did love these custard yellow pots though, and the scallops on this one are gorgeous. I do love a little browse in the Ikea flower shop just to check out what's new. And if you've been around here for a while, you'll know that I use faux stems in a lot of my decorating. And come on, is this not just joy by the bucket load? Ikea also have some great options just now for putting together a little Easter table. A lot of the pieces we've already looked at would be absolutely ideal for this, as well as nabbing some of these brilliant little honeycomb paper Easter eggs while they've still got stock in store. Look, I think this is what stayed with me the most in all of this. I've always said I truly believe that everyone deserves to have a home they love to come home to, filled with things that bring them joy. And it's never really about the things themselves or even about the home. It's about how it makes you feel when you walk through the door. And maybe that's why this idea resonates so much, because if even one of these pieces gives you that feeling, even just a little lift as you pass it, then it's doing exactly what it's meant to do. And in a world where there's so much going on, and without trivialising any of that, maybe this is actually the perfect time to let just a little bit of joy in where you can, even if that's something as simple as a brightly coloured mug or a vase or a watering can in the garden, because sometimes it really is the smallest things scattered quietly around your space that makes the biggest difference to how it feels to live there. And that's what I took from all of this, and maybe there's just something in it for you too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.